Several times we have said that technology has opened the door to millions of possibilities, but among them it has also allowed strange and unexplainable events to be recorded through images. Today you'll see some completely terrifying pictures that no one can explain. The Dyatlov Pass incident. The Ural Mountains are a mountain range considered the border between Europe and Asia. Most of this mountain range is located in Siberia, Russian territory. In 1959, a group of 9 Soviet mountaineers set off on a mission to the mountains from which they would never return. On the night of February 1st, while the team was camping in the Dyatlov Pass, they sent a rescue alert to a nearby base. Due to the stormy weather, the rescuers could not arrive until the next morning, and what they found was totally chilling. The climbers had come out of their tents completely barefoot and undressed, evidently trying to escape from something or someone. 6 of them had died within a short distance because of hypothermia. The bodies of 2 individuals were found closer together, their rib cages completely pulverized. One was found in the middle of the snow with severe fractures to his skull. Initially, it was thought this was the work of a wild animal, like a bear, but this hypothesis was quickly discarded because the clothes of all the victims were highly radioactive. The Lights of Phoenix. This incident is pretty well known, but still it's worth showing here. On March 13, 1997, a group of strange lights appeared in the night sky above the city of Phoenix, Arizona, and remained there for hours and hours, long enough for photographic records to be made. The U.S. Air Force explained it away by saying they were flares, part of an experiment, but it would have been moderately credible had they not stayed in the same place for so long. Most oddly of all, it was repeated in 2007 and 2008. Today, there's still no reliable explanation. The Sea Dragon. The year was 1907. A group of fishermen spotted a strange creature moving in the sea. After following it and hunting it, they were able to take it to the mainland and take the following picture. At first we might think it's a rather particular trunk, but when seeing the details of the tail and above it all the head, we can dismiss this idea. It's believed this huge sea serpent came out of the abysmal depths of the ocean, of which we know practically nothing. Many experts have tried to disprove the picture, but no one has found enough evidence to do so. Ape on the loose. In Sarasota County, Florida, a woman sent a photo to the police department of what she said was an ape in her backyard. Because it was taken in 2000, it's relatively good quality. Skeptics have concluded it was some kind of bear, but let's be honest, what you see there doesn't even look like a bear. Instead, we can't help but think about the mythical Bigfoot. The Tombstone Pterodactyl. Tombstone was a city located in Cochise County, Arizona. It was famous for its silver mines and cowboy shootings. That's right, it was the classic Far West town. But that's not why we mention it here. In April of 1890, 2 cowboys arrived with an incredible story. They said that in the nearby mountains they had seen an impressively large winged creature. It was very tired or injured, so it could only fly sporadically. The cowboys hunted it down on the back of their horse, shooting it with their rifles as much as they could. After a few hours and many miles, they finally managed to shoot it down. Supposedly, the creature had a body similar to that of a crocodile, but it had 2 giant bat wings attached to it. They said that with its wings outstretched, it was almost 50 meters long. They also specified that each of its eyes was the size of a plate. Until a few decades ago, the story was taken as a simple method of attracting tourists. But in the 1960s, a writer named Jack Pearl found a file in the city's newspaper archive. It spoke of the incident told by the cowboys and was accompanied by the following photograph. Obviously, the dimensions of the original story were exaggerated, but it doesn't imply that the fact is inexplicable. Today, we know that the creature is nothing less than a pterodactyl. How it got there is impossible to know, but it's evidence that there are many things we do not know about on our planet. The Georgiavelociraptor. In July 2008, 2 hunters were going into a dense forest in Georgia. In the middle of the night, they heard a soft noise in the trees. Believing it was prey, they hid in the bushes and prepared their weapons. When they saw what came out of the foliage, they decided to use their night vision camera to take the picture you're looking at. The dinosaur, because it can't be called otherwise, stopped for a moment and started sniffing, evidently suspecting the presence of the hunters. Seconds later, it fled into the thicket. Zone 0. In the year 1817, something terrifying happened in the port of Gloucester, Massachusetts. A group of sailors claimed to see a sea serpent about 23 meters long, and most interestingly, they were able to make a photographic record. The New England Linnean Society took action and questioned the 11 witnesses. They made a sworn statement before a magistrate. In the end, it was concluded that the creature in the photograph was indeed completely real, but an accurate explanation of the facts was never provided. What do you think of these photographs? Are they real, or was it just a failed attempt by the press to sell newspapers? But the truth is that in the world you hear incredible things, like the case of a plane that landed with 92 skeletons on board. If you want to know more about this, here's the video.